I'm sure you know about streamers like Shroud who casually hop on any FPS game and are just completely unstoppable, like they were taught to aim train in kindergarten while we were taught shapes and numbers. In this video, I'll give you the foundation to be just as unstoppable. You might notice when switching from game to game, skill does not immediately translate, and it might take you weeks or months to really shine. Luckily, I've played with some of these streamers and know their secrets. Specifically, the secret formula they all use in order to overcome the odds. Here's me using that formula against Lyric and then with Shroud, from their POV with tens of thousands of people watching.
Oh my god, bro, this loot guy comes out of nowhere, yo. He's scary.
Cat dead.
One more.
Bench.
Get that bomba.
Ow. Okay, he's in the jungle. I'm playing for you.
Probably goes cat. Maybe. I don't know.
Cat.
Ooh, nice. No.
Nice loot.
So what is the formula? Aim plus movement times positioning equals profit. Like literally money profit. Some of these pros and streamers make bank by pulling off insane plays by following this formula to a T. You might think, really, it's that simple? Basically, every FPS game has to conform in some way to this formula. It is the foundation most of these games are built off of. I'll walk you through everything you need to know in order to up your game, including some free tools that will give you the boost you need. Starting with the first variable in the formula, aim. How quickly and accurately can you lock onto a moving target and hold on to that target? There are some key things we can do to improve both of these things at once. Starting with crosshair placement. Keeping your crosshair where you think the enemy might appear means you'll need less time and accuracy to move your crosshair to the target and lock on. Moving around corners and cover means you should have your crosshair on the edge of the corner or object so you can quickly snap to the enemy. Using audio is especially helpful for this. Aim in the direction you hear the enemy moving, not where they immediately are. Aim training. Yes, this is a no-brainer. If you struggle to keep your crosshair on objects or moving targets, there's just no avoiding this. When it comes to high-level gameplay, taking down your enemy in as little time as possible is key. You need to hit them where it hurts. The frontal cortex, the dome, the noggin, the cranium. There's many options to train your aim. Deathmatch or free-for-all game modes in your favorite game, or specifically aim train maps. You want your aim to translate to every game. This leads us to our first useful tool, aim sensitivity converter. I use this tool anytime I switch over to a new game. It's that useful. There are websites that allow you to have the same aim sensitivity in almost any and every game. They take the sense value used for one game and convert it into a value that feels the exact same for your new game. Use it, your muscle memory that you built up over time will thank you, and you'll continue to hit those headshots in any game with this tool. Recoil control. It's pretty simple. Shoot a wall and just keep your mouse still. You'll either see a pattern form or some kind of trend. Remember how the pattern looks, take a mental picture, now draw the inverted version of that pattern or trend while shooting until you consistently have a small area of bullet holes. Every gun will be different, so choose the few that you use the most to practice with. Once in a real game, lock onto your enemy and draw the inverted pattern so your bullets land more accurately. Moving on to the next piece of the formula, movement. Starting off with an easy and simple, underrated tip, auto sprinting. This one saved my pinky finger from cramping, and almost every modern FPS has a sprinting mechanic, whether it's a toggle or a hold to sprint. Make sure you have it set up to your preference. Auto sprint can be a game changer. It lets you focus more on your movement instead of holding down that shift button. You could even change that sprint key to a hotkey you use a lot, like for example push to talk.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. What?
Be unpredictable. Strafe, jump, crouch, slide, strafe. In gunfights, being a hard target to hit is just as important as having good aim. Strafing is essential for dodging enemy fire while lining up your own shots. Practice smooth side-to-side movements while locking your aim on a target. Jump to throw off an opponent's aim, or crouch to make yourself a smaller target. That brings us to speed. The faster you can do the previous steps while moving around the map, the more opportunities you create for yourself. Use a combination of jumping, sliding, and abilities or equipment to parkour around enemies and get to the objective first. That brings us to positioning. It's all about maximizing your advantages and minimizing your risks. It magnifies the effectiveness of both aim and movement. Let's break it down. Cover. Always use the environment to your advantage. Stay in your cover so you can pop out while minimizing the chance of getting hit. Whether it's a wall, a box, or any type of cover, use it or try to create your own. Communication. Good communication with your teammates can make the difference. Share information about enemy positions and strategize your moves. Keep a reasonable distance so your teammates or yourself are never left to fight alone. Support. Don't just focus on getting kills, understand your role. Are you playing a supportive character? Make sure you provide the necessary support to your team, whether it's healing, placing down barriers, getting the assists, or giving intel. Last but not least, map knowledge. Master the map, or at least the high impact areas and common choke points. This gives you an edge in aim and movement, since you can predict where enemies will be and where key engagements will happen. Set up ambushes, avoid dangerous areas, and control critical routes. Knowing the map layout also helps in finding high ground and quick escape routes. Doing all these key things will improve your overall game sense and make you way more aware. And there it is, the secret formula. From mastering your aim, honing your movement, to strategic positioning, this 3-part formula will give you the tools you need to reach the next rank. Drop a comment if there's anything I missed. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the next one. Thanks for watching.